Well, if you have been wanting some cooler weather, Parker, you are bringing it this weekend.
Yeah, so it's certainly going to be building in this weekend. We're actually starting off on the cooler side out in Wytheville this morning, where temperatures are right at about 67 degrees. We see on our Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam that we are dealing with some cloudy skies. There's also a little bit of patchy fog out there in the distance with some winds out of the west and southwest. Fog and clouds across the region are continuing to build in. I would say the highest emphasis is on areas for parts of the highlands up here into Bath, Allegheny, Highland, Greenbrier, and Pocahontas counties, even building into parts of Rockbridge County at this time. We've also got a couple of very light showers moving through. These are going to be a little bit more on the sporadic or isolated sort of side of things until we get to about noon. That's really when the intensity starts to pick up for some of these showers. But temperatures are going to be warming up. Notice we only get to about 79 degrees by 12 p.m. Recall back to last week at this time, we were close to the mid 90s around the middle of the day. So certainly improving our temperatures as some cooler air is going to be building in, and that cloud cover is going to keep us a little bit cooler. Temperature is going to be stalling between about the upper 70s and low 80s. I do think maybe some spots in south side get to about the mid 80s or so, just depending on some of the cloud cover and some of the rain showers that we are tracking. But the overall setup for the day continues to indicate that moisture is going to be building into the region. We do have this front that is actually going to be sagging towards the south and east over the course of the day. So rain showers are going to be moving across once we get to right around noon today. So between noon and 2 o'clock, very similar to what we had unfold yesterday is when we're expecting some of those isolated to scattered showers and storms to build out. The density continues to build as we head into the late afternoon. By 4 p.m. we're continuing to monitor maybe a couple of stronger storms and some really heavy pockets of rain pushing across the region. You see here by 7 o'clock we're still dealing with it, and I would say there's an emphasis on areas in the southern and western portions of the New River Valley. Now, why is that? Well, there's an emphasis because we are tracking the potential for some flooding. There's a level 2 out of 4 risk for the potential for excessive rainfall in those areas like Grayson, Carroll, Patrick, and even parts of Floyd County for the entire day. Now, some heavy pockets of rainfall are likely to spread across other areas of Southwest Virginia, and we could see some heavy pockets which lead to some isolated flooding in some low-lying areas. Lower humidity looks to take over this upcoming weekend. We do have sort of a unique setup where an area of high pressure built into our north and east, bringing in that funneling cooler and drier air from Canada. We usually see that sort of setup in the winter and early spring months. That is what we call a wedge. Although we're not going to be dealing with the intense cloud cover and drizzle and mist that we usually deal with this time around. Saturday and Sunday features temperatures right up near 80. We continue that theme into next week.